What's up, internet gang? I'm back by popular demand. Sorry for the delay in making this video, but today we're making bread. It's been requested a few times, so here it is. It's the easiest thing, it's the best thing. It's so good. Let's do it. What do you need? You need flour. I'm using bread flour today because that's what I have, but any flour will do. As always, our Fleischmann's quick rise yeast and salt. That's it. Oh, and we'll need water, obviously, but we'll get there. And then just a measuring cup, measuring spoons, a bowl, and a wooden spoon. So let's dive in. Okay, so first is 3 cups of flour. I will also say that this recipe is so forgiving. I've made it like 100 times, maybe not 100 times, but I've made it like many times, and it always turns out great. I've never had this recipe crap out on me before. It is super duper solid. So there's my 3 cups. And if you've seen my other videos or know me at all, you know that that is not really super precise, but it don't matter. And then we're gonna put in the yeast. There we go. Make sure we get it all out of there. Sometimes gives me a little bit of grief. Okay, there we go. That's all that. And then 2 teaspoons of salt. 1, 2. Great. Okay, actually I lied. We should probably use a whisk or just something to mix these together a little bit before we add the water. I like to use a whisk. I find that the simplest method. And voila, that's good. So now we're gonna add 1.5 cups of water. The recipe calls for 1.5 cups, but honestly, I usually end up using more like 2. Again, it's that warm, lovely, inviting bathtub kind of, I was gonna say flavored water. No, temperature water. So I'll go turn the tap on so we can get that going. And then we're gonna mix it with the back of the wooden spoon. All right, that heated up real quick today. So there's 1. So I filled this up all the way, but I'm gonna start with about half. So it's 1.5. And so now we use the back of the wooden spoon to mix it all together. Why is it the back of a wooden spoon, you may ask? I honestly have no idea. That's just what the recipe says to do. And that's what I have been doing as long as I have been making this recipe, and it seems to work out really well. So I don't question it, and yeah, that's it. So mixing this together, and this is with about 1.5 cups of water, but you'll see like it's not like super duper coming together yet, but really you want this dough to come together in like this big, wet, sloppy ball that you don't want to touch or pick up or knead. Which is great because you don't have to do any of those things with this recipe. So there's some more water. Let's mix it all up. You kind of want it to have this like weird cottage cheesy almost consistency. It's like it does not look appetizing when it's ready to rock and roll. But that's how you know that it's ready to rock and roll. So I'm gonna add a little more just to get it a little more wet. I will not say, oh, that's what she said joke there, even though I set myself up really well. Okay, so this looks good. So you see, wet, sloppy, kind of gross. That's it. So now I'm just gonna cover it with saran wrap and let it rise on the counter for a couple of hours. And then I will come back later to show you the rest, which is maybe even easier than this part. So I will see you later.